Well, hello there, my fellow Marines. How are you doing today? King Rex here. And today, we're gonna be doing the first mission in Asendaar, the new world that we unlocked in the last episode. Now, we're gonna be using Roy for one more time, and then after this video is over, I'm gonna grind up all the heroes, which is gonna take a while. So let's do it. Eye contact. This mission is probably one of the easiest ones, to be honest. A lot of people seem to think that it is a hard one, but in reality it's not. And here we actually unlock the last unit that we're gonna have forever. We have the Channeler, which are by far the best unit, because even though they have low health, they travel at great speed. They're basically the fastest unit that you get in the game, and they do increasing damage over time. They're basically like engineers, but they attack enemies. Now, they suck against buildings, but look at that movement speed, man. Delicious. And here we have the first thing of a jigger to take care of. The new enemies. Jackbot. And yeah, these guys, the threat is variable because they get improved by other peridoids. Basically by other bots. The bigger the swarm is, the stronger they'll become. So, you want to make sure that they don't group up on you. If they do, guess what? You're probably not going to survive for very long. Roy, you know what to do. Toss in your fire. As you can see, they are a lot more durable than the previous units that we have to take care of. Now here we have a spawner. You know what we do with spawners. We destroy them as fast as possible. We're gonna send the brawler in, just so he can absorb damage. We're gonna send the channelers to do some damage. Roy, you kind of missed your target. I wanted you to target the spawner, but that's okay. It's completely fine. The brawler is sitting there absorbing the damage. Roy is, absorbing some damage as well, but that's okay. And there we go, we destroyed it. Spawner number 2, let's go. Now as you can see, the channelers, they tossed in this little purple ball. That's basically their attack against buildings, and as you can see, it's not very good. They're mostly there just for enemies. They're there to do damage to enemies and nothing else. They're not meant to be great against buildings. Let's just say that. And now here's the thing that we need to take care of. Also, oh, that was a dropship. For a moment I thought that one of the channelers ended up dying, which kind of scared me for a moment. But that's okay, we're gonna take care of this spawner, and we are not going to take over the eye right away, because there is a trick to it. You see, after this eye is taken over, we have to survive for 7 whopping minutes without towers. And that's pretty hard to achieve. At least, most people say it is hard. But in reality, it really isn't, so... We're gonna keep the brawler in for a little bit, and then we're gonna send Roy in. Because you can see there is another path. Ooh, spicy. Professional tricks by King Rexy. Now we also get this guy, who I really forgot about. But yeah, we also have these yellow pads. I don't know if you saw them, but basically when a robot stays on them, they move very fast. So we want to avoid that. Now I'm gonna do the simple ring around the rosy with these guys. The good thing is that they don't really move fast, so you can just maneuver your way around them. They do a lot of damage though, so we don't want Roy to be, damaged by them, so we kinda have to be careful. I mean, yeah, we can also just send in the bashing shot, but, you know what? I want to kinda keep them in the fire, so that way they take true damage over time. Because, fire ignores armor. Duh. Alright, now they damaged us a little bit. Just a wee bit. You know what? I'm gonna toss in the ship, just so you can see how much damage these guys can do. And as you can see, they're gonna destroy it rather quickly. Let's just take a look at their description. The Northtron. They're moderate threat, so they shouldn't be like super bad, but they have melee combat and heavy armor. And that's the key thing, heavy armor. Meaning that they take less damage from almost everything, besides true damage, of course. You know what, I kinda wanna destroy this guy rather quickly, so let's just do the bashing shots. We're gonna push him back into a corner, he's gonna stay there forever, and at one point he is going to die. We also have these spawners, look at that. I mean, if we didn't went down this path, we will never see these spawners. This would have never happened. And the thing is, once the mission starts, these spawners are gonna spawn enemies. So by destroying them, you're removing a crap ton of load out of your shoulders. Which is obviously very pog. So we're gonna destroy all the spawners, make sure that they're dead. And once the last spawner is gone, we're gonna keep Roy in there. He's going to be pretty much at the top, right up in here. And we're gonna send in the channelers here. We're gonna send the brawler, which he is gonna turn into a shellstorm, believe it or not, because I want it that way. And here you go. Now as you can see, everything is lighting up. which is pretty nice. And now we have to survive for 7 seconds. We do not want enemies to get too close to this eye. If they take it over, then guess what? We lose the mission. Now, generally the enemies are going to spawn in from here and here. From here we have our units to take care of them, and from here we have Roy. Now, believe it or not, Roy can take care of these guys pretty quickly. Now, we want to spawn kill them. That's pretty much what you want to do with the bot, because if you remember the description, they said that the more of them, the more of these jackbots are in a swarm, the more damage they're gonna do or something. I'm not quite sure if it's just their damage, maybe they also get some other stat increases, but I'm not like a super expert in armories. Also, we get more units as the level progresses. So we have a set of snipers, which is nice because we upgraded the snipers, I think last time. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe that I have the upgrade where they can pierce through medium armor. Sadly, the big guy has high armor, so they can't quite pierce through it, but they definitely can do a lot more damage. Now, even though the channelers are great against killing enemies, their durability is not the best. And we kind of need someone durable, because as you can see, the swarm is getting bigger and bigger, and I may or may not end up switching them up for a set of guardians any minute now. I just want to do the fiery attack, and we're gonna switch these guys up. We're gonna switch them up to guardians because Roy... Oh no. No! Roy! My boy Roy died. Oh no. Guardians, avenge him! Avenge! Avenge your brethren. Thank you. Now, we have to be careful with our units though, because if our unit dies, then we're gonna be in trouble, because they do not respawn. We don't have any other way to replenish our losses. So we kind of want to be careful with that. And if worse comes to worse, which in this case it seems to be the case, I'm gonna send this guy in. We're gonna send him away, and we're gonna allow Roy to just try to take care of these guys. Now, we can't hold this post forever though, so we may or may not have to retreat, because you can see the swarm is getting bigger and they do a crap ton of damage. Like, look at Roy's health. Once they hit him, his health shrinks by quite a significant amount. So, thankfully though, we were able to take care of the swarm. It was a little bit tough, but we did it nonetheless. Now we're gonna try to keep our distance from them. Even though Roy can outrange them sometimes, if they can still hit them, which is a problem. Now we're gonna send the guardians in. They're gonna be like our blockers. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Oh, we already have one boy coming up pretty close. So let's try to distract him, shall we? We're gonna distract him. The channelers are doing a lot of damage. Also, we get another set of channelers, which is very nice, obviously. The more units we have, the better. Now, these guys are gonna be acting as our, you know, how do I put it? Distraction. So that way the snipers can do the damage. Now, sadly, we also have to take a look at multiple choke points. It is a pretty hard thing, but if anything, you learned how to multitask on this mission. Because look at that, one of the guardians is almost going to die. Oh no. Protect the channeler! No! White people. Come on, survive. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, dropship. Act as a distraction. No! He's not distracted. Now he is. Channelers, please do good job. Oh my god, there's one guardian on like half health. We may or may not have to retreat here. Oh! No sir, no. Yeah, as you can see, it gets kind of hard a little bit at one point into the mission. So, if we may or may not have to send in another set of channelers over there, because the choke point is starting to break apart there. I mean, the guardians are holding them off, sure, but it can only last for so long before, you know, they die. And also, we're gonna get a new enemy pretty soon. I'm not quite sure when he gets introduced. I think it's like pretty soon. We're gonna get a new enemy. We're gonna get the channelers in there just so they can do some damage over time. And yeah, here's the new unit. System Monitor. Probably one of the most annoying ones, because it repairs assembly centers, which basically are the spawners, and he heals jackbots. What they don't tell you also is that he has a long-range missile attack. Well, I guess they tell you up in here, but, you know, it's not mentioned into the threat property, into his special properties. Which, I don't know about you, but to me, having a long-range missile that deals area damage is a property that most people should know about. But I guess that was a decision on Ironhide's end. You know what? I'm gonna go cray-cray. We're gonna go for diplomats. Why not? Also, we don't really want the dropship. We don't want him quite yet. Now, there is also this weird bug because I'm not quite sure if it's a bug or something that is meant to happen, but around the 2-minute mark, a couple of these new enemies end up spawning in, as you can see, like that one. And it happens for like no apparent reason at all. It just happens, which is kind of annoying. Not gonna lie, it is, because we have to move Roy, and we have to be prepared for them. But don't worry, we're gonna take care of one spawner. We're gonna take care of it. Now we are also gonna do the bashing shots because we don't want Roy to take too much damage. And yeah, I think with that, there's no more units spawning in, like at random locations. So that's good. And now we just have to survive for 1 minute. 1 minute and 27 seconds to be more exact. And yeah, as you can see, the mission has these hard moments for sure. And if you do mess up, then your choke point is gonna break apart. But believe me, you do not want to defend here. Even though you may think it's a good idea, once you get these guys, they can repair the spawners, meaning that they can create even more additional enemies that you have to take care of. It is a very hard mission if you do it the way the game wants you to do it. But if you know how to make your way around it, it is a pretty easy mission. Also, we got our last unit, which is you know, this guy. The fire trucker, or sorry, the flamethrower. Keep calling them fire trucker. I played so much Drunk World recently that whenever I see fire, I just think of the fire trucker, which if you don't know is a tower from that game. Which, by the way, what have you seen my tier list? I think I've posted it already. So if you want to hear my opinion on the towers and tactics, you can go ahead and check it out. It's somewhere on my channel. All right, 30 seconds left. You know what? I think we are pretty darn Gucci. So I'm not even gonna move Roy. He's just gonna sit there, maybe a little bit closer, just so he can get affected by the diplomats. And yeah, we're just waiting. I'm gonna wait and do absolutely nothing. We're just gonna take a look at the beauty of the map, because why not? Look how cool it looks, man. I love the attention to detail. It is quite beautiful. And yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2. It doesn't matter if we have a spawner because the mission is done. Here you go. Summon. The eye is destroyed, and we can proceed further. Go for the eyes. Nice achievement. Yay, we got 410 gears. Wonderful. Alright, let's do the upgrades. Boom. There it is. Let's see the achievement. Like, does it give gears or does it give what I think it gives? Yep, credits. So it's pretty much a useless upgrade. Okay, okay. Now, what do I want to upgrade, though? That's a good question. I don't know. For now, I'm not gonna spend anything. Maybe... I don't really sell squads nor towers, so that's kind of useless for me. I guess I can go for this. Faster respawn rate. Why not? And yeah, guys. Well, with that out of the way, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. And while you got it, drop a like on the video. It means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next video. Until it comes, that was King Rexy, over and out.